Great, thank you, Steve. So I'm Brian Sparks. I'm the Events and Media Director for the HPC Advisory Council. I know probably in the agenda it says Gilad Shainer, who's our chairman, is going to be here, but unfortunately he got called away to other duties, so I'm filling in for him. I'll try to do as good of a job as he does. So the HPC Advisory Council, we are a community in a sense. We have over 370 members to date. We've been in existence for about 5 years now. And the way anyone can join, it's free to join. In fact, we have membership applications that are available there at our tabletop in the other room. So if you or your organization would like to be involved, we'd welcome you. Like I said, it's free. There's no commitment on your end. Obviously, there's some commitment on some of the companies here that we have sponsoring. These are the commitments that that they relatively do in terms of being able to give you these conferences for free, some nice technical content, as well as give you an opportunity in terms of learning more in terms of what they do as well. So I thank you very much for these sponsors. They're critical to be able to deliver this conferences and many more to you as well. We also have media sponsors in terms of HPC Wire and insideHPC here that are covering all the presentations. In fact, Rich here from insideHPC is videotaping everything. You'll be seeing all this content available online on his site. So if there's something that you miss, apart from me posting the presentations on the council page, you'll actually be able to watch the videos too and refer back. Just a little bit of items here. Obviously, you have the program, so I won't go into full details here, but we do have 2 full days of sessions with a couple of breaks and some lunches. Gives you time to talk with each other, as well as go into the other room and eat, start mingling with some of the vendors here too as well, explore what they're doing. And so I think we end here at 5:30 today. Tomorrow we start again at 9 a.m. and we're allowing I guess an hour less, hour and a half less, so people can get on to their weekend. So we'll be ending at 4 o'clock. Now, one of the most important things to think about is that we have some giveaways. And so at the very end of day 2 will be, I think it's a couple iPad minis. So something nice, right? So just throw in your card at the HPC Advisory Council booth. We'll do a raffle. You do have to be present to win, so one of those things to kind of encourage you to stay for the entire time. So what are the workshop goals here? Well, we want to give you as much education and training as possible, provide you information on the solutions by some of these vendors here today, and also discuss in terms of the work that's happening for future, right? Whether we're talking about exascale or some of the work that's going in terms of how we're going to be building clouds or utilizing HPC for big data. That's what these sessions are going to be focused around. So we encourage you guys to talk with each other. We encourage you to ask questions during the presentations too as well. Obviously, we want to try to stay on time, right? But we definitely want to answer your questions. So if there's a little bit of time left over for Q&A, or if you just want to stop the speaker, I highly encourage that too as well. I imagine DK will get a ton of tons of questions. But if you don't, if we run out of time, there is plenty of opportunity to be able to engage with the speaker, so you can discuss some of your questions with them offline too as well. I talked about the raffle. There's a list of all the HPC Advisory Council members to date. The logos are getting smaller. You may see your company here or your organization. You may be surprised that they're members. I don't know. But if you don't, and if you want to be involved, like I said, we have membership applications at our booth. We're continuing to grow across the entire world. So we've had a great influx in terms of companies and industry associations as it relates to China specifically, because they're really hungering for HPC over the past several years. One of the great things in terms of what we're able to offer as the HPC Advisory Council is the Cluster Center. Now, I'm only showing, I believe, 6 systems here, but we're almost at 13 systems. So 13 different clusters that are available to you. They're all ranging in size from small scale to large scale. I think the largest that we have is 704 cores. This is another thing that a lot of the companies that are members of contribute to, whether it's utilizing their time to perform work on the cluster or donating equipment for the clusters. So we have We have systems based off of Dell, HP. We have some storage from Data Direct Networks. In fact, they just provided us an SSD array that we're going to start plugging in, so we're going to be able to do some benchmarking utilizing SSDs. Intel and AMD, they're very nice in terms of giving us the next generation CPUs that are available in the market today. Sometimes we get them in advance, and so we're able to start plugging away right away. So we have a lot of all the systems are either AMD Abu Dhabi and Intel Romley Sandy Bridge. So we got a lot of PCI Express Gen 3 in there too as well, so we can really see in terms of the performance of these next-gen systems as it relates to a lot of the applications that we're running. We even have some GPUs from NVIDIA too as well, so we have some GPU-based clusters. So if you want to try to optimize or if you want to run your code on these clusters to see how it performs on GPUs, we highly encourage that. This is, again, free for you guys to be able to utilize. You just go to the HPC Advisory Council website, and you enter in your information, you can get time on the cluster. One of the other outreach programs that we do is the ISC Student Cluster Competition. So we work closely with the International Supercomputing Conference organization, and very similar to what you've probably seen at supercomputing. In fact, last year was our first inauguration year. We also have a student cluster competition where we host teams from universities worldwide to come in and compete against each other. We have a series of different applications that they have to run, and it's a great program. I think this year we have about 9, several teams from China, a team from Costa Rica, a team from South Africa, some in Europe and here and some in USA. So if you're going to the International Supercomputing Conference, this is a great thing that happens throughout the entire conference. We run it a little bit differently than what supercomputing does. We don't have them go all day and all night. We want to give them the opportunity to be able to explore Germany while they're there and just have at least a little bit of fun. So it's not as, I guess, as tedious as people sleeping on the tables at night. Part of the research that we do is based off all those clusters that we have in the HPC Center. We have about 60 HPC applications that we've run to date, 60 different. Each one of those applications we've run on multiple systems, so we have benchmarks and performance analysis as it relates to a certain application over AMD, or a certain application over Intel, or over GPUs. So we give you a variety of systems and knowledge in terms of how your application can run based off on these different systems. And so like I said, I encourage you guys to be able to go onto the site. All the information is free too as well. Download. I try to post all the documents, or at least provide awareness of them through Twitter and Facebook, other social medias too as well. So if you want to stay up to date in terms of what was just released and posted on the site, you can follow us on Twitter at HPC Council. And please, when you see these papers, whether it's installation guides, tuning best practices, give us your feedback. Let us know what you think. Let us know what perhaps we could be doing better, or some points that we're missing. We'd love to. We're always trying to keep the quality of our work very, very high. And of course, if there's some certain applications that either you don't have really time to run, but you'd like us to run, give us feedback. We'll throw that onto the list of applications to jump on. So like I said, there's various ways to connect with us. There's the website, hpcadvisorycouncil.com, Twitter, and we post some stuff too on YouTube as well. And I think that's it. Oh, no. So this is just a series of workshops that we're doing worldwide. This is starting off the year. I know it says January. We kind of pushed it up a couple of weeks since I did this slide. So it's February. But the next one coming up is going to be in Switzerland. We do this every year. I think it'll be our 4th year there in Lugano. And that's a 3-day workshop. And then we have several that's related to commingling with ISC, as well as we're working with the Barcelona Supercomputing Center for the one in Spain in September. And during HPC China in October, we always have a full day too as well. So depending on your travel schedule and where you're going to be, there might be a HPC Council workshop or conference in your neighborhood. And we're going to be looking more to do around the United States too as well, because we know we're kind of ignoring the East Coast a bit and the North Central. So welcome. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoy your time. I hope the presentations suit your satisfaction. Let me know if there's anything you need, or Cheryl, who's in the back, can help you too as well. Thank you.